Young Rogers TV.
Welcome to You Never Know with Lois and Diane. I'm Lois Taylor.
And I'm Diane Austin.
And we have a great show for you today. I can't wait to talk to our guests. But
oh, I know. That's what's really interesting. We haven't seen each other since Thanksgiving.
No, that's right. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was okay. We went to my daughter's because my house is under renovation.
Oh, she can't cook, right?
Oh, he can.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was just teasing you there.
I'm only coming if he cooks.
Oh.
He's a very good cook. He really is.
Tiffany has like 9, 6, 7.
Yeah. What did she call herself? I think the prep. She did all the prep,
okay,
and he did. Yeah, the sous chef. So she did all that. How was yours?
Oh, it was great. I had family. Well, just my son and his girlfriend.
Yeah,
family. The rest of the family were all sort of scattered, and then we had friends, Ron and Danita, and my friend Sandy, and it was a lot of fun.
I bet it was. Yeah, anything with you would be a lot of fun. And you just came back from Mexico?
Yes, I was in Mexico with my girlfriends. That we go every 5 years. So like we started when we were 40, then we went again when we were 35, then we went again.
This is her 10th time.
No, it was a lot of fun, and the food was amazing.
Was it? Is Mexico still there because you were there?
Yeah. Yeah, the first time or the second time, I think we went to Cuba. And you know, it's interesting now, you don't want to go to Cuba. And I feel so bad for the country.
I do too.
So that was off the books for us. But I mean, hopefully someday we'll be able to go back again. But it's terrible there right now.
Weren't you down there about the same time that I think it was Hurricane?
Oh, yes. We dodged
Hilda,
2 hurricanes.
Yes.
Helene was, she had gone. And then, what was the last guy? Nelson or
Malcolm?
Malcolm.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyways, we dodged a bullet there. So
yeah, you were lucky.
Yes.
Really lucky.
Yes.
So I'm excited about today, as both of us are, because we're actually bringing in a special guest that she's going to talk about events that are happening in the city. Because a lot of people don't know how hard the city works for trying to get people to the area.
Right.
So I'm really excited. I can't wait to talk to her.
Yes.
And of course, we're bringing back our friend Danita.
Right. So who do we have from the city?
Jen Wright.
Jen Wright. Okay. Yes. All right.
So we'll be right back with Jen Wright. So welcome, Jen. Today we have Jen Wright with us from the City of Owen Sound, and her expertise is travel and tourism. So welcome.
Thank you.
Hello, Jen.
Hello.
We used to work together with the Cancer Society way back.
Yeah, I know. That was so much fun. We had it, Lois and I go way back.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. 50 years ago when you were 2?
Yeah. Well, I'm only 30.
Oh, yeah.
So
right.
We did lots of fun things.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, Lois is fun. Mm-hmm. She can get me into a lot of trouble.
Pink in the Rink, Bears in Blue.
Yeah.
We had so much fun, yes.
Nice.
And raised a lot of money locally.
Yep, we did.
And now you're still sort of in that genre, basically, because you're in charge of all travel and tourism in Owen Sound, and you're a busy girl.
I am. Well, I'm actually not travel and tourism. Melissa Cranny's our travel and tourism. I'm events and
festivals
and events.
Which to me is really important. It gets people into the area.
It is. And it's all part of the bigger picture of economic development, and we kind of all collaborate together to make things work. So, yeah.
So do you have some new and exciting things coming up?
We always have new and exciting
Yeah.
things. It's always super busy. We have come out of a really super busy summer. We moved our visitor services over to the Tom Thompson Art Gallery, which was one of the big things. We were at the Rail Museum for a long time. Saw some interesting numbers coming in, and it seems to be very successful. We still have lots of merchandise and swag if people are looking for pizzas to pick up for birthdays or Christmas gifts. Some really cool Owen Sound t-shirts and hoodies and sweatshirts. So come on over and grab some info or take a tour of the Tom. But
My girlfriend's daughter worked for you there, Macy.
Oh my gosh, Saker, I love
Yes.
Macy. She's great. We had a really good repertoire of students this summer.
Did ya?
Yep. James Giberson and Desi. Oh my God, I know James. He's awesome. And Desi, like they're just really keen students this summer. It was great to see, and tried to really get, Melissa was really good to try to get them out and about. We have a bike, you know, the old fashioned kind of cruiser bike with a basket on the front of it. So they would go through Harrison Park, dropping off pamphlets and flyers and just kind of touring around town, down through the River District, just dropping off information to people and kind of acting as those ambassadors for the visitor center. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and they're very, like the young kids today, they don't think anything of doing like a TikTok video or like it's like second nature to them.
I know, and that's one thing Vivica does very well for the River District. I'm just kind of all learning about the whole AI thing and trying to get my, you know, I don't know, 50 plus, you kind of have to figure it all out again, right? You have to pretend you're 20, and what would I do if I was 20 to 30, right?
Well, that's why you hire these young whippersnappers.
I know, but I want to know how to do it, right? Like I'm always the ones that I like to be able to do it myself too. So we had a super busy summer. We had TD Harbor Nights, which is always successful. It's Rogers TV comes out and they televise it so people at home can watch. And we have about 350 to 450 people every Sunday night at the Rail Museum that come out to listen to different musicians. So it's always been a staple in Owen Sound, and people really, really look forward to it.
You didn't know this, but last year for our first show, any of the bands that you had at Harbor Nights, we actually got part of their entertainment and put it at the end of our show.
Oh, that's cool.
So we could highlight the local talent and so on. We haven't done this year because we've been a little more busy and our content is a lot.
Well, you're the organizer. It's your fault.
So I haven't done it this year.
Well, there you go.
But anyway, really good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Harbor Nights, I have not been yet, but so you bring your own chair.
Yep.
And is there a bar or is there food?
Not at that. We don't have. It's not licensed for that. And honestly, people come. They come bring their dinner. We also have Burger Chief that comes. Sunday's ice cream comes. So there is kind of foodie items available if you want. But there's a lot of people that actually just bring their dinner in a cooler and hang out, listen to music with their family or friends. They come down just depending on, you know, kind of what the genre of music is that night, and sit back and chill out and enjoy. And one other fun one, we took music at the market that was always Thursdays and Fridays at the farmers market. At noon, we've moved it and we've rebranded it to Midweek Music. So it's Wednesday nights from 4 to 6. So this one last summer, so we started in June and we ended late September every Wednesday night through summer, but we bounced around to different locations.
Nice.
So we were at Mudtown Patio, we were at Grey Alley Gardens, we had a performer down in Harrison Park, we did a couple at the market, we had a performer out in front of City Hall. So it really gave, people were like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this existed, right? Like, I didn't know that Grey Gallery had a garden, and how beautiful is this? And people would come out and sit and listen to the music. So it was really, really well received.
So tell me, Jen, how do you get people to be aware of all of these things that are going on in the city? I know that 70-ish, I think that the last thing I would do is go on a website to look to see what's happening, because that's just our generation. How do you get them to get that out there?
So social media is one of the big pieces. We put out media advisors and of course our website, but each summer I print postcards. So on one side is the TD Harbor Nights lineup and the other side is Midweek Music. And every time I see you, or every time you come to one of the events, we're always handing them out. People tuck them in their purses so that you have that list. And then obviously we booked the Harmony Center this summer, which was absolutely fantastic. It's a great venue for rain dates, and we ended up there quite a few times.
Smart.
We just had it was crazy rain this summer. Most of June we spent inside, and it's kind of a weird dynamic because people love to be outside listening to music, and it was really hard to pull them indoors. I mean, we still had people come inside, but not certainly the numbers that you would expect if it would have been outside and the sun was out and it was a beautiful night down by the harbor. Like, you can't replace that, right? But the Harmony Center was great to work with, and they've got a great building, and the acoustics are phenomenal. Yeah.
We've had a few events there.
Yes,
we have.
We were in the other
Center.
room though. Like our tulips and tequila was in the other room. Yeah.
But we've got so much. That Harbor Nights is just tip of the iceberg on what you guys do.
Super busy.
Super busy. So what's really interesting is that Hockey Fest, which is basically something that's come out of Hockey Day in Canada.
Yep.
Which, tell us
when
about
is
it.
that? Yeah.
So after we did Hockey Day in Canada, which was, two years ago now, it's kind of crazy how time flies. The girls hockey, Owen Sound girls ice hawks, and the schools still wanted to keep moving forward with parts and pieces of Hockey Day. So we formulated a schedule last year. We've been actually meeting every couple weeks now and working really closely with the Waterloo Warriors women's hockey team. They're a huge part of that partnership because we're trying to bring girls hockey and talk about girls hockey and girls in hockey, because it's always been about, boys in hockey, right? And so how important it is to get those girls on the ice.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the girls. Minor hockey is involved. So this year we have high school games. So OSDSS and St. Mary's high school teams battle it out. It was old standing before Hockey Day. They used to have these hockey games.
Yes, the
right?
Stanley Cup or the Stanley Pot.
Yeah. They used to have these rivalry games, so we started to include those, and it's a big. All the schools bring the students all come for the morning and afternoon. They kind of get out a school free card kind of thing. They come and enjoy popcorn, and parents can come and grandparents can come and watch them play hockey. So that's on the Thursday.
Is that at the Bayshore?
That's at the Bayshore, yes.
What date on the Thursday? Sorry, November?
They would be the 14th.
The 14th of November.
Yep. And then on the 15th, we do school visits, and we rotate those around every year. So our awesome friend, I'm having an absolute blank right now.
That's okay.
The Attack?
Denise Reed.
Oh,
my
yes.
gosh.
Reed. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so Denise, Fred, and Jim were a big, huge part of Hockey Day, right? So Denise and Fred are involved going forward because Jim is on the Santa Claus Parade Committee, so it's the same weekend, so super busy for him. But Denise goes to the schools with the Waterloo Warriors girls hockey team, and they do school visits. So they have a Q&A, they do some floor hockey, they get really involved in just the spirit of the school and the spirit of hockey, and they talk about what's happening on the weekend. They're super short visits, it's like 35, 40 minutes at the school, but the schools come and the kids have all got posters and they bring their little floor hockey sticks. And it's just it's an awesome opportunity also for the Waterloo team to be involved.
And then, of course, Friday, the 15th.
Oh, we're not done Friday yet. We still have stuff going on. The Silver Stick tournament is also that weekend. It's super busy. The Ice Hawks are having a fundraiser dance at the Bayshore. We've got a coaches clinic happening. And then on the Saturday, which is the 16th, will be there's Silver Stick games. There's some girls hockey games happening at the Bayshore and the Julie MacArthur. And then we have at 2:00 on the Saturday will be the Waterloo Warriors take on the Laurier Ice Hawks.
Yes.
So the two women teams, it's part of their OUA schedule anyways. Like, it's just that now Laurier has to come to Owen Sound. So it's on their regular schedule. They just plan it for being in Owen Sound, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's great to see those girls coming at that quality and professionalism of
it'd
hockey.
be good hockey.
It's great hockey. Last year's game was awesome, and it was amazing at Hockey Day as well. And then, of course, we fly into the Santa Claus Parade. So that happens.
Is it an evening again?
Yes.
It is, yeah, it's evening, and the Waterloo, they bring their bus, and all of the girls, Ice Hawks, all the girls' local teams join the Waterloo Warriors girls, and they walk through the parade. Last year was I was upstairs in the atrium at City Hall taking some video footage, and I could hear them just chanting and cheering, and the whole crowd, they were kind of at the end of the parade, and these girls were just so embraced with the older hockey players, right? Like, they were just it was just such a great thing to see, and just such a positive thing for Owen Sound and for girls hockey. And then we've closed off 2nd Avenue. We're doing the 6-shot tournament in memory of Josh Olnick. I know.
He played on my son's team.
Yeah, so we're bringing that memorial tournament back. So we'll have the ball hockey players, and kids can sign up. And keep in mind, this is all free, other than the OUA game. There is a $10 fee to get in. And then we also have Holiday Magic happening in the River District. And so people can stay out and shop. And
after the Santa Claus
After
parade.
the Santa Claus parade, yeah.
Are they doing fireworks or anything?
Yeah,
Is that the launching?
So the Festival of Northern Lights is also that same evening.
Yes.
And no fireworks, but they do a big ceremony and they'll have their own festivities through them.
Yeah.
So
no fireworks this year.
they didn't last year either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they didn't last year either.
It's really busy.
Yeah, they have some other plans that they put into place. I think it was just getting, it was really noisy and maybe just too compacted for that area. But
Right.
I know
There's
and it's
also a
super,
lot going on,
you know what? It is so expensive fireworks. Like Canada Day, just for 30 minutes is super expensive. So it could be also budgetary.
Right. Yeah. So we're running out of time. I'm sorry, but what else do we have coming up?
I think the biggest thing will be the Home and Cottage Expo happening May 3rd and 4th of 2025. And I know it's a long ways away, but we are starting the seeking sponsorships, and booth registration has opened for businesses who are interested.
What kind of booth registration would you like?
So there are single, double, triples. So, and we also have an outdoor space. So we have anything from small marketplace, home-based businesses that you can book a 10 by 10 space. It's $150 right up to those singles, doubles, triples for more of the commercial, windows and doors, cottagey, all of those types of things. So,
Right. Okay.
So just to touch quickly before we leave is, of course, the New Year's Eve.
yeah, we have a New Year's Eve family celebration, and it brings lots of families from actually the outlying area, all depending on weather, from 12 to 4, free ice skating. We have the Julie MacArthur and the YMCA open swim time from 12 to 4. We have crafts and some musicians coming this year.
That's
Face
New Year's Day
painting,
or New Year's Eve Day? Sorry.
New Year's Eve Day, December 31st from 12 to 4. All
Okay.
free. Yep.
Okay.
Is there any event in the evening for families if they want to go anywhere?
No, I get to
Okay.
go home.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know.
Party.
The Y closes, the Julie MacArthur closes, and all the staff get to go home. So
And you said there's not a cost for that either?
that's all free.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that's why we rely on sponsorships for
so
sure.
I'll find some kid on the street and say, this is my family. And
Exactly. It's lots of fun.
Yeah,
Lots of fun. We always
sounds
have
like
lots of
it.
activities for the kids.
So basically, this is really great because anyone who's out there listening, the city has so many amazing things happening in the next few months.
Yep. owensound.ca/festival and events, or just go straight to owensound.ca and you can just click on the festival and events, and all of our events show up.
Perfect.
You can also go to owensoundriverdistrict.ca too.
Wow.
For anything happening in the downtown core.
Well, I don't know about
thank you. Thank you so much, Jen. This has been-
Anytime.
this has
I
been
want to
great.
bring you back to talk about the new things, like more detail about the Home and Cottage
I would love
Expo.
to be here.
Okay,
Yeah,
we have to
so
go to break.
We have to go to break.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
We invite you to play What My Line.
Welcome, Mrs. Baker. Those folks over there need to guess your extraordinary occupation.
Are you an entertainer, Mrs. Baker?
Yes.
Do people come to watch you perform?
Yes.
Do you travel for work?
Yes, I do.
Do you ever wear a special type of costume?
Yes.
Is your job physical?
Yes, indeed.
Are you a member of a team?
Yes.
Are you a professional baseball player?
Yes, I am.
Created during the Second World War, the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League included 68 Canadians. One of its brightest stars was my mother, Saskatchewan's Mary Bonnie Baker, a pioneer for women in sports.
Hi, I'm Carol Merton, host of HealthLink on Rogers TV. HealthLink connects home, community, and healthcare with interesting topics and speakers about your health and your community.
Welcome back, and we have our great friend Danita here with us again.
Thank you for having me back. I enjoy coming on and talking to you girls.
I don't think people know this, but we're going to be having Danita on a lot.
Yes.
Just basically to...
She didn't know this, but
she didn't know this.
Okay, this is new.
Yeah. You're welcome. But I think because there's hot topics, or just discussing and showing our real selves and what a friendship we have.
Yes.
So I'm loving this. It's new for us as well. And we have our water with us, so if we do talk too much, we can have a sip. But one of the topics, or of many that we're going to talk today, is basically about Remembrance Day.
Yeah. Yes, so we have Remembrance Day coming up. And normally we would have a veteran on, or, something like that. Or the kids, last year we had the kids talking. And
that would be good.
Oh, they
it
were
was
so cute. Yeah.
One little guy had more knowledge than I did.
Yeah.
Like, he was amazing.
He was a smart little
Wasn't he
gaffer,
smart?
Yeah.
And then we had a veteran that she was during the war.
Okay.
Yeah, and she came and talked about her experience. But I think today it's just for us recognizing the day.
Yes.
And keeping it alive.
Yes.
So many times, people, I don't even know what the numbers are now that go to the actual cenotaph, but I know I've talked to my niece who's a principal, and she's happy that the kids don't have the day off.
Yeah.
That they're actually in school because they actually do something.
Yeah.
They have assemblies or they go to the cenotaph. If they were at home, I don't know how many kids would actually be taken there.
You're right. Parents are working.
Parents.
Daycare doesn't have time.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
it's actually.
And I've recently just joined the Legion.
Yes.
My dad was in the war. But he was on it was called a boat. It was called the Lady Nelson. It was like a first aid boat.
Okay.
That went over to Europe and
first aid boat.
Yeah, the Lady
brought
Nelson.
the supplies.
I think brought the wounded back.
Oh.
I think.
Oh.
He didn't talk much about it.
No, he wouldn't.
Right.
That would be like my father-in-law. He was on. They called them the Corvettes, and their job was actually to pick up.
Oh, survivors and
not survivors.
Oh dear.
So that was, and he did not talk about it. And that was the one thing that a lot of the older generation would not talk about their experience in the war.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So
my niece, for her grade 13 project, she interviewed her great uncle who was in the war, and she had all these questions that she wanted to ask him. And some of the questions that she was asking him, he broke into tears.
Yes.
Because it was something that he really didn't want to remember, but it was something that had happened, and how many friends. And young ages.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
They were boys.
They're boys,
Yeah,
absolutely.
They were boys.
And they signed up voluntarily.
I know.
And lied about their age.
Yes, to try to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
we really have to be thankful for.
Oh, for them.
Oh, very
and
much.
And even
yes.
now, that's in our armies and navies and military, they don't get appreciated enough. It's not like with the Americans, of course, they're really into that.
They're very patriotic.
Very patriotic, and we should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right?
And we need more members at the Legion.
At the Legion, yes.
Yes, and I haven't been down there yet, but apparently they have like meat draws and different things like to raise money. And
I used to go with my dad. Like the family would go because he was a member and stuff. And that was a fun Saturday afternoon. We'd go down and we'd go along with supper.
Oh,
Like,
right.
it was-
Yeah.
I'll take you girls.
Yes.
Yes.
I would love
Cheap
that.
drinks.
Cheap
Yes,
drinks. Oh,
yes.
I'm in.
That
Yeah, I'm in. At my cottage, there's a Legion just down the road from us. And on a Saturday afternoon, they do have it. And we would go down there and support them, and we'd buy all these tickets and whatever. And I remember there was 6 women, and we'd buy the tickets, and we'd win some. And we just gave it back.
Okay.
Just because, and then if we left early, we would give our tickets that were left over as well to anybody sitting at our table, because it was for a good cause.
Yes.
Right.
The Legion is important for recognition.
Yes.
Oh, and
Right?
they do so much.
Yeah.
Different things.
They've opened it up. It used to be just veterans and veterans' wives, but now it's veterans' families because, of course, generational. They need to be, alive.
Yeah, they need the revenue for sure.
I'm glad that you did that.
Yeah.
I was a generation where none of my family were in that war era.
Oh, okay.
My dad was too young, so he didn't go. My grandfather was too old.
Right.
So I never had any family member
Okay.
in the war.
So my mom's brother he drove one of those ammo trucks, those big trucks,
wow.
and it was in Italy. And I remember this story, and I was just a wee thing. Anyways, and he was driving through the mountains, and the bombers came in, and he's driving an ammo truck, and he's like, well, we jumped out of the truck, but there was nowhere to hide. Guess where they went? Under the truck.
Oh.
So if it had been hit anyways.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it made them feel better, I guess,
Of
that they were
course.
heading.
Yeah.
But isn't
You
that
can't see
crazy?
me, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Really?
But if they'd hit the ammo
Can
truck,
you imagine?
Yeah.
no, that's scary.
Putting their lives. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's just, thank you for any of you out there
Yes, thank you.
that are doing it
Yes,
and
we
did
have
do
no
it.
idea.
No,
really, right?
we don't.
We take our freedoms
Yeah.
for granted, and
Yes,
we
we do.
shouldn't.
No.
Yeah, absolutely
and
we
it's
do.
what they have done for
Yeah.
us.
So yeah, quite often I will go down to the cenotaph, and it's a very moving.
Oh, yes.
Oh
service.
yeah, it would be. I
Yeah.
get a wreath placed there for where I work. I sponsor a wreath every year because it's important.
Yes,
It
it is.
so is. And I wanted to move on because now that we've talked about this and how, I want to talk about our colors. The colors, our trees, the colors, because it's that time of year that our trees have turned color.
Okay,
I think that I wanted to move on from that to something happy and joyful and
Yeah.
Winter's coming, snow's coming.
Yeah. So let's talk about
But the trees look beautiful right now. I was just actually thinking about that this morning as I was driving to the Y. I was passing a house I had, like, all the bushes were red down here and the rest were all yellow and gold, and it was like, God is like just such an artist, like
Yes.
to have everything change. I just thought it was just gorgeous.
It is. It's beautiful.
It is. I don't see a lot of red though.
Oh, I did.
Do you?
Well, just these bushes. There's certain bushes that change
I
from
have
the
a
green
burning
to
bush
that bright.
and it goes red,
Yeah.
but the big red trees.
Oh,
I went to Mildmay the other day and I think I just saw one, just one. But we're you're right. We're so fortunate.
Yes.
God is the colors. So
Yeah, an artist.
Yeah.
Real artist.
an artist for sure.
Yeah.
We're out of time.
What?
Yes.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Okay, that was quick.
Yeah. Anyway, so quickly.
Well, thank you for having
Oh
me.
my gosh! Anytime. We'll have you back next week.
We absolutely will have you back next week. Are you kidding me? I'm just, we're going to talk about winter next week.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
We are.
Well, Christmas and all that.
Yeah.
is coming and.
Oh, yeah. Because talking about our upcoming events, it's going to be so exciting.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
thank you.
Well, thank you,
Thank you
girls.
so much.
And we'll see you soon.
All right.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
There aren't many hospitals left in this town that are willing to take a risk on you.
Mondays on City TV.
We have a new attending, Dr. Oliver Wolf.
Dr. Wolf?
Wolf?
Wolf!
You can call me Wolf or Oliver.
We might actually learn something for a change.
There's no one who's more devoted to their patients than you.
We are gonna figure this out together.
Where you get into trouble is with the establishment.
You took him to a bar.
Yeah, but look, there's a method to my madness. Okay, I love you, bye.
Wolf?
Brilliant Minds. All new. Mondays 10, 9 Central on City TV.
There aren't many hospitals left in this town that are willing to take a risk on you.
Mondays on City TV.
We have a new attending, Dr. Oliver Wolf.
Dr. Wolf?
Wolf?
Wolf!